I think Silent Hill 2 deserved it more than the DLC did. I don't think it will win. It's my personal game of the year. Um, and I think it should have been nominated. I doubt it'd win, but it is my favorite game that's come out this year. Harvey, if you want a slight spoiler, I think is there anyone that won't get impregnated? I think most people. No, there are some people because James is now playing a character that could be impregnated. His previous one couldn't because he was an android, but the android's gone now. Now he's playing a character that could be impregnated. He's at risk now. Everyone's at risk. Right, I have gone back a little bit purely because I missed one item for the one of the new endings on New Game Plus. So I had to do the whole game again and get myself back to this bit. But I basically missed the book in the graveyard and I missed the Key of Sorrow. And I need those two items to get some of the extra endings in the game. I've got them now. I just need to go back down and do that little boss fight again. I'm correct, should be down here. I should be fine. I've done all the puzzles and stuff already. I've managed to avoid all spoilers for all the new endings in this, so I'm excited to see what they are. I've gotten the In Water and I've got the Leave ending already. And I think I'll probably get the Maria ending this time as well. Can I actually... Okay, I'll keep that in mind next time I want to sprint through an area. Alright, I'm gonna go 1v1 with the PG Tips man. The most British villain in existence. His head is literally one big PG Tips teabag. Hang on, there's like items around here I should be picking up. I'm pretty sure there's ammunition. And like healing items. Oh no, it might not be because I'm playing on hard difficulty this time. Normally there would be like handgun ammunition and some health drinks lying around here you can pick up, but I'm not seeing them where they were last time. I think it's because this time I am playing it on hard, so it wouldn't be here. I just got social distance with him, that's all. He'd eventually get bored of chasing me around and leave anyway. Everyone does. I have major abandonment issues. And they're usually based on fact, and the fact that everyone always leaves me, and he's gonna be no different. Although the soundtrack for this, I really love the music that plays during this. Like, they remastered and redid the whole original soundtrack, and I think it sounds fantastic. I could hit him to speed things up as well, but I enjoy the brief time we have together. I'll give him one, just a love tap. I'll let him hug me back, but that's about it. That's about all he's getting from me. Are we having therapy? I mean, yeah, I am. We're talking about how everyone always leaves me. I think this guy's gonna be no different. Everyone always gets bored of me and then abandons me and leaves me alone. Bro, come back. Come back. I'm sorry. I'll hang out with you. I'll give you some drugs. Look, I'm injecting myself with the good stuff. No, see, he left me. I offered him drugs. I showed him a syringe. And even that wasn't enough to get him to stay. Do you reckon he heard me talking shit about PG tips? That's why? I mean, I don't hate it. I quite like it, but I'm just more of a chai latte kind of guy. No, he's gone. Oh, there's an energy drink in there. Don't leave energy drinks in your car like that, otherwise I might come along and smash your window. Oh, someone's already beaten me to this one. Okay. Don't leave bullets in your car seat like that either. Dude, oat milk chai latte is top tier. I quite like oat milk. I like it a lot more than almond milk, that's for sure. I guess if you go ham on his ass, you definitely can do that. I've never tried it. I always just like use that time to chill out and spend. I like to make the most of my time with him. You know.
You, wasn't it? You're the one who stepped on my hand. What's a little girl like you doing here anyway?
I don't know. What's a big dum-dum like you doing here anyway?
Hey, that's not very nice. Didn't your parents teach you any manners? What you got there?
Business. You didn't love Mary anyway.
What?
I think Laura might actually be my favorite character in this purely because she calls him fart face, and that's a top tier insult. I don't think James ever recovered from that. I think when she called him fart face, that was more traumatic than anything else he's ever been through. Like the man got absolutely. I like that he sassed her back a little bit there. Probably one of the better lines in the game as well. I'm pretty sure there's some ammunition here somewhere. On one of these benches, but then again, I did play it original and standard, so it might be not there on the harder difficulty. I think the new dialogue is like 10 out of 10. Like, I've watched clips comparing it to the original game, and I really like the new dialogue and all the changes they made. He's a much more likable character now. I mean, to be fair, I don't think I need... I've got 91 bullets. I think that's more than enough, actually. I've not even been using this gun. I've just been picking everything up and, printing on. Is this the right way? No, this is the way I came from. I accidentally turned myself around. Thank you, I appreciate that. I hope I'm 10 out of 10 on, like, on a good scale and not a bad scale. I've been told I've had 10 out of 10 red flags before, which I don't disagree with, but I don't like being told that. Well, here we go. I think this is where I need to use one of the items, right? I go here. Yeah, I can hear the sound. I need to have a look at this, right? There we go. Gotta stare at this glowing blue gem. Fancy. Dude, Louise in RE4 was so good. The fake out they did with him in the wardrobe in the remake by having him be in the basement this time Chef's kiss, 10 out of 10. You know what I don't get is how much like people hate people that drink pumpkin spice latte. When you look at the ingredients, it's more or less exactly the same as chai latte, but with a few extra bits in.
No,
Isn't he nominated for the Game Awards for Best Performance as well?
not.
Do I look like your girlfriend?
No, my.
I wanted to burst out to put on Avril Lavigne here, please.
Believe it. Your face, your voice. You could be.
My name is Maria.
I put my vote for him, I
I
think.
look like a ghost. Do I? See? Warm.
Got confused.
Hey. Where are you going?
I need to find Mary.
It is. You need to put the right Instagram filter over it and everything. To be fair, that is also my issue with book talk as well, because I'm someone who enjoys reading fantasy books.
It's just.
And then I look through book talk and I realize these people don't actually enjoy reading books. They like the aesthetic of being a book reader.
I don't.
Hey. It's okay. So, what do the letters say?
Like, people take pictures of themselves, like, with big stacks of books and reading in cozy little corners with hot chocolate, but they don't actually enjoy the act of reading. They just want the aesthetic.
In our special place.
And people who enjoy winter,
Here?
it's black by 4 p.m.
Anyway, I haven't seen her. Is this your only special place?
I don't know anymore.
Terrible husband, can't remember his wife's special place.
Something. I can't quite.
Hey! I think I might know. I mean, there's this one place. Not far.
Wasn't the hotel that the special place that ends up being? Wasn't it modeled after like the most haunted hotel in America or something? At least the lobby part of it, anyway.
Find two lovers might call special.
I can't remember the exact name of it, but I'm pretty sure that's what it was like. Somewhat modeled after.
Unless you have somewhere else to be. Something else to do. Hey, easy there. I'm just messing with you.
Stanley Hotel, that's the one.
It's this way.
You're coming with me? Can't you just tell me where it is?
You're just gonna leave me here? Alone? With all these monsters around?
No, I just.
Is it because I remind you of her? You loved her, didn't you? Didn't you?
All right, just. Come on.
So it's okay.
Yeah.
Oh, I never actually picked up on that. That's something I actually missed.
Come on, let's go.
One thing I do enjoy is a small touch that if you shine your torch in her face, she covers her eyes. I want to stop for ice cream on the way.
Through here.
You're not gonna open it, okay. I mean, I could get tetanus for, like, cutting my finger on that rusty iron fence or whatever. I can't believe she made me take that risk.
This place.
I love when games... I think Konami was the only company that did that, where they had games that had, like, unique interactions depending on what save files you had. I know Metal Gear was the first one that did it. There you go, this is the note. 107. Pretty sure this room was also a reference to Silent Hill 3 as well. I can't remember what it was, but that hat was definitely a reference. Something I've not played Silent Hill 3, so I don't know what it is. I just know that someone's mentioned it to me. And that's why they have a little jar. Oh, hang on, there's an energy drink. That's what I was here for.
Oh, loosen up.
Grab this.
Sure beats running around with those monsters out there.
I'm not so sure.
The filter, it's like an on-beta as well, so it's not like a fully finished thingy yet. But it's something I was trying out for my other streams earlier.
Hey.
Ah, okay, yeah, that's what it was.
Can you let me in?
I knew it was something like that.
Why, thank you, good sir.
Bit of vandalism here and there. Yeah, we need this, so this is a hint for the combination. I'll try and work it out again. In fact, there's an ad playing. I'll be right back after the ad breaks. I need to go pee. So I'll see you in a few minutes. Be right back.
I'm recalling the attack team. Return to your positions. Increase security.
Be careful, he's still in this area.
Understood. Reinforcements are on their way. Intensify security measures. You haven't made your scheduled report. Carry out an investigation immediately.
It was nothing. All clear. The situation is normal. All clear.
All personnel, return to your stations. I'm recalling the attack team. Return to your positions. Increase security.
Be careful, he's still in this area.
Understood. Reinforcements are on their way. Intensify security measures. You haven't made your scheduled report. Carry out an investigation immediately.
It was nothing. All clear. The situation is normal. All clear.
All personnel, return to your stations. I'm recalling the attack team. Return to your positions. Increase security.
Be careful. He's still in this area.
Understood. Reinforcements are on the way. Intensify security measures. You haven't made your scheduled report. Carry out an investigation immediately.
Alright, I return. And hopefully I can get through this rather easily. I've done it before so many times, but
Hey, you think I'd look good in this one?
I do like the reference that they have her holding up her original PS2 outfit.
Ringing endorsement, but hey, I'll take it.
Anyway, we've got a code to crack. So there are 8 rooms. There's 3 on the top floor. Sorry, no, hang on. There's 2 on the top floor. 108. Okay, you know, let me count this again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 rooms. 2 up there, okay. I'm hoping so as well, but I'm not sure if they will. I mean, they're still updating the game. They're, like, fixing bugs and stuff, so it might be a while. Okay. All rooms, that's 8. Multiply it by the cost of labor, blah, blah, blah. Multiply it by the rooms upstairs, so 8 times 2, that's 16. Times 33. Add 5. Okay, I'm gonna need my calculator app for this. 16 times 33 plus 5, that's 533. No, I remember what I got wrong about this. 0533. I got stuck on this puzzle first time, right? For ages. Because I got the number right. But it wasn't going to narrate. Oh, it's a 4-digit code, and you put a 0 first.
Glad you were.
And it took me forever to realize it's a 4-digit code. I thought my math was wrong, and I kept counting the rooms over and over again. I think I spent a good hour or 2 just doing that, and then I realized, oh, there's a 0 first.
Glad I did.
Yeah. So am I. James? Is everything alright?
Hang on, I'm disassociating for a minute. A treat.
Hey, you okay? It's like you froze for a second.
Listen, don't judge me, okay? Sometimes I like to stare at things for no reason for a good, like, 10 minutes, maybe 20 minutes. Sometimes several hours.
So that's what it was for. Yay.
Where to now?
Just down this way.
She said that, but she's not leading me. Which way? I mean, let's have a look at the map. Could be either way, to be honest. I mean, this is the direction we came from, so I imagine it's the opposite of this direction. Nothing good in there, okay. There's an item I need to pick up somewhere around here. For one of the endings, I think. This is one of them.
What is that?
And I think the other half of the dog key is somewhere around here as well.
Is everything all right?
Yeah, it's just...
I want to turn the game volume up a little bit more.
This place just gives me the creeps. I'm not sure why.
You ever been inside?
I'm not sure. It does feel familiar somehow. Like a bad memory.
I'm not sure what this one is a reference to. One of these houses.
So, James. 3 years. That's a long time. What will you tell her when...
Well, there we go. I see that.
Good. I love her.
Ah, okay. So I've not played that, so I wouldn't have known.
Lucky her.
What's that supposed to mean?
Here we go. We need to combine this with this.
Like I said, 3 years is a long time.
And this is going to be an important tool that we'll use later for the true ending. In my opinion, like, every ending is canon, because it's a loop, isn't it? It's a constant loop. So I think every ending is canon, and the dog ending is the most canon ending. I think it's the final ending. Anyway, this is probably the most unsafe house for me to step into. Big red flag right there. The worst red flag. In fact, this is probably the worst flag in existence. I'm gonna hate crime it. But yeah, anyone who has a flag of their country outside their home is literally just saying that, hey, we're racists in this household.
Strange.
It's usually what it means, not because they're overtly, like, patriotic or anything.
Well,
It's usually a sign of, if you don't look like you're from this country, we're not gonna like you.
what now?
Now we look for another way.
Unfortunately, we get a lot of that in England, too.
What?
James?
Are they big red flags, mostly fluff? Like, I think it's a misuse of the word national pride, because there are things you can definitely be proud of. But I think people use it as another term to just say they're racist without using that term specifically.
Stay close.
Like, ironically enough, like, the thing to be most proud of in the UK is the fact that it's built on immigration, and a lot of British culture is rooted in immigration. But when people talk about national pride in the UK, they aren't talking about its rich culture and, like, history and how diverse the country is compared to, like, literally every other European country out there. They're being one of the smallest in terms of landmass and having such a diverse... I mean, to be fair, now that I think about it, I'm pretty sure when they do talk about their national pride, they are probably talking about things like the British Museum and how much they've stolen from other countries. So maybe I need to just retract what I just said in regards to celebrating national... Yeah, I think... Do you know what? No, I'm going to have to correct myself there. I think that's what they actually mean. They mean the same thing I was about to say, but in the worst possible way. I realized that in real time. Anyway, I'm not gonna waste my ammunition on these guys. Oh, hang on, there's some bullets there. Hang on. You get out of the way. Let me grab this. Am I going the wrong way? I think I got turned around. Hang on. I mean, it's kind of depressing how open some people are with their racism these days. You are the worst at hide and seek. I saw you there. I got there's some items there. Okay, which way am I going? Am I going this way? Oh no, get rid of you. You know what? Maybe we should send everyone to Silent Hill. I think we need a Silent Hill game where the protagonist is racist, and his nightmare world in Silent Hill is just a place where white people are the minority. Like, the worst thing that could ever happen to someone like that is that the family that moves in next to them aren't white. No, do you know what the even worse part is? Actually, in the UK, you have, like, racism against people who are white. This is when I was a kid, right? When I first encountered racism as a kid, the thing that was most wild to me is the fact that, like, obviously I experienced racism from white people, and I had friends who also did, right? But we were all different ethnicities and all different races and different, like, religions and such. So I had friends who were Sikh, friends who were Pakistani, friends who were Hindu and such, and we've all experienced racism, right? And the thing that made me realize racism is the stupidest fucking thing in the world is when I had friends who are Russian and friends who are Polish who also experienced racism from British people. And it was wild to me because I made friends in school, right, with people who had experienced racism. We sort of came together because, like, we knew the reason people hated us was because our skin was brown and we looked different. But then here's me meeting people when I was older, like older than a slightly older child, who made new friends in, like, secondary school and stuff, who has friends now that have also experienced the same thing I have, but they look like the people who are saying it to them. Like, legitimately, these same people who are shit to me for me and my friends because of our skin being different were then making the same argument to people who had the same color skin as them. And it was the stupidest fucking thing in the world. And as a child, I realized how stupid it was because even as a child, I could tell this makes no sense. You're saying you're better. Like, I think the saying that comes to mind, and I've been using it a lot liberally since, is that the white supremacists are always the least supreme of whites. Because it's always the most lame motherfuckers out there who are spouting that kind of crap. And then turning around to people who legitimately have the same color skin, eye, hair color as them, and then they still do the same thing to them. Like, what the fuck? Where do you draw the line? Like, I want to know where they draw the line. I think, no, I probably don't want to know, because I think it's going to end up with them, like, well, with me finding out why they love fucking their sisters so much, because that usually ends up being the case, right? Like, they are so fucking fixated on the idea of racial purity, they probably keep it in the family, and that's probably why they idolize the royal family as well. They all have, like, the receding hairline. The trademark receding hairline. It's like xenophobia, but to a ridiculous degree, though, isn't it? It's to the point where it just doesn't make any sense. What's up? I circled all the way back. I'm backtracking because I'm too angry at racism. I've gone in a full circle. Oh, we do love lesbian grandmas. Am I going the right way? I think I am. Yeah, I think I am. Okay, let's carry on going this way. I'm supposed to be getting spooked out and panicking here, but some people can't uplift themselves without putting other people down. And I think that's the main problem. Like, they do realize, like, they can just, like, be decent people and not have to put someone else down just to make themselves feel a little better. But for some reason, that's just what some people like to do. Hang on, I've gone back again, haven't I? Yep, I've gone back, okay. Dude, the weirdest part about the LGBT being divided is, like, I've seen people who are in the LGBT community be shitty to trans people. I'm like, why? Why the fuck are you doing this? You realize, right? The very, like, kind of oppression that you're fighting against is now something that you're perpetuating to other people for being different. It's wild. I think infighting is one of the biggest problems. It's because some people just have, like, zero self-reflection skills. There are some people who say LGB without the T, which is cringe as all hell. I've seen, yeah, same thing for asexual people as well. It's like people love to argue that something is a spectrum until they have to acknowledge the fact that people on it might be different to them. In which case, suddenly now they're against everyone being different. I'm having the entire channel Silent Hill listen to me rant about this. I'm literally running around the streets with a chainsaw, ranting about racism and bigotry. I'm that kind of person. Oh, I remember, I need to push this out the way. That's why I've been, forgetting about. That's why I've been going around in circles.
Over there.
Oh, hang on. Where are you? Where are you? Literally. The very thing they want is no attention. I've also seen people try and argue that asexual people should not be included under LGBT, and I'm like, why? Like, sexuality doesn't mean you have to have sex, right? It's like when someone says they're bisexual, but they're in a straight passing relationship, and everyone's like, oh, you gotta prove it to me right now. Have sex with a man and a woman at the same time. I've got a friend who's also named Griffin, and they are genuinely it's a pretty cool name. Although it's hard not to think of Griffith from Berserk whenever I hear it. I think a lot of people don't realize that people who don't want to have sex or are asexual are also considered part of that spectrum. But I think some people have the misconception that the whole LGBT spectrum is who you want to have sex with, and that's how it's defined. When really, there's more than one way to define your identity, right? It's not just down to how you want to use your genitals and on who. I think the most common one we see is when people are in a heterosexual relationship and then people say, oh, you can't be bi if you're with someone of the opposite gender or whatever. As if you need to be in a gay passing relationship to be bi. The most ironic part of it for me, I think, is the fact that like there are so many dudes out there who have never had sex with women, but there's no debate about if they're straight or not. Like that much is obvious. So why is there so much bi erasure, right? Like there are so many dudes out there never touched a fucking woman in their entire life, never had sex, but we know for a fact that they are straight. No denying it. Anyway, where did my not wife go?
Maria? Hello?
What I want to know is why is there handgun ammunition in a strip club? Dude, that's insane. The amount of dudes that very loudly tell on themselves is probably my favorite genre of clown, I think.
Maria?
What? Come on, don't give me that look.
I will tell her I've not got cash on me.
What is this? Is this a special place you met?
Don't be silly. Just have to go through and out the front.
The amount of comments I get on my YouTube videos as well whenever I upload them about dudes who don't know my gender and are really mad about it always makes me laugh.
Can't we stay? Just for a little while. Catch our breath before we head back out there.
I don't have time to take a break. Mary could be out there, waiting for me.
It's just... This
You reckon he'll make like a Freudian slip or
a
something?
nightmare. I just wanted to get away from it, even for a second. I'm sorry.
No, it's fine. Sorry, I didn't mean to.
Also, Knights of Kendall, not to correct you or anything, but he didn't come for his wife. That's why he's so mad about her, and that's why he killed her. Spoilers, he couldn't. She was too unwell.
Am I crazy? You know, for thinking she could be here.
Crazy is one word for it, I guess.
Yeah, he's probably a wham bam, thank you ma'am kind of guy.
I can think of another.
What's that?
I think he's also the kind that would cry afterwards.
Hopeful.
Well, that's a nicer way of putting it.
If you're into cuddling afterwards, you know, you don't mind the crying.
What are you doing?
Something to take the edge off. No? You sure? Fine.
Yeah, he'd call you Mary regardless, right?
Here's to... to hope undying.
We should probably get going.
Fine.
I mean, we joke about James being like really terrible in bed, but then if we compare to Capcom and Resident Evil, like if we compare him to Leon, I don't think Leon knows what sex is.
You are.
Like he's an asexual icon. Like one of my favorite tropes is the fact that Japanese developers keep trying to make characters that are really cool and stoic, and they actually make autistic representation. Like there are so many characters from Japanese video games where they try and make them seem like really cool and shit, right? And they actually accidentally give them like all these autistic traits. Anyway, let's earn our cash. Come on, let's earn our keep here. Oh, apparently she's not. I'm not worth paying for, I guess. That's depressing. I thought she'd like throw a few dollars at me. I mean, to be fair, do you remember how many one-liners he dropped even in the remake? And the fact that there was that one moment when he beats the one that's in the suit of armor, and then he says 99, and then he turns to Ashley for acknowledgement for all that pun. And you realize, oh, he 100% is doing it for for that. Let's play. I accidentally changed my scene without meaning to. Anyway, I found another hate symbol. Absolutely hate this thing. Fucking disgusting. I can't believe they put that in a video game.
Is that you?
Would you like it to be?
Let's go.
All right then. Come on. We could come back later if you want. You know, in case we need a break.
I'm not sure if that's a good idea.
Whatever you say. I mean, any port in the storm, right?
I guess so.
It's insane how things like asthma inhalers and like diabetes medication like insulin is considering how regularly people need it as well.
Okay, it's not far now.
You are terrible at hide and seek.
I think they're gone. For now.
Thing is, like, America's never gonna change because there are so many industries like health insurance and stuff that are built around making a profit around that sort of thing. to the point where, like, it would upset the entire fucking economy so much if they did change it that they're literally unwilling to. It's just too much of the country is held up by it. Which sucks, to be honest. I've checked every single nook and cranny here, I think. Probably within the next 4 years. Judging by the state of things. Maybe even less than that, depending on how quickly he manages to screw it up. I want to see the UK dissolve too. That's also on my wish list.
We're on the other side of that chasm. Some detour. But hey, at least we're here.
Here meaning where, exactly?
Come on, you'll find out. Any more of those things?
I'm not a fan of these bugs. A lot of people voted for him not realizing what tariffs were. They didn't realize because they thought when Trump was talking about tariffs, they thought other countries would be paying the tariffs, and they don't realize it's the customer who foots the bill when it comes to tariffs. That's one thing the Democrats fumbled the bag with, I think, genuinely speaking. Because Trump got a lot of the minority votes, a lot of Mexican people and stuff. People who would get deported voted for Trump because they thought they wouldn't be deported if they did. And it's wild to me that Kamala Harris dropped the ball on that, because that should have been the easiest vote to get, right? But they literally voted for the man that said he's going to kick them out of the country. Like, a lot of the votes for Trump came from Latin American men.
That's it?
Who are now learning the hard way that they shouldn't have voted for him.
There's a bit more to it than that.
If you say so. I don't think I've been here before.
Come on, she's just around the corner.
She?
Hang on. That's like a slideshow. 1 second. I mean, you're probably not wrong there, actually. Why is that off? That should be on. A few of these settings borderless. That's fine. DLSS, performance, high, okay. Why not? Oh, it should be fun, okay.